Hey guys, so I've been wanting to do a follow-up video to my reunion story for a while now, but I've found every excuse not to do one yet just because didn't know what else would happen, what to say. I've never done a talk to the camera kind of vlog before, so this is new for me. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who has watched the video and sent a comment about how much they loved it, that they related to it. I've gotten messages from several adoptees who said they really related to everything I said. It inspired them and gave them hope because a lot of them are searching. Everyone has left me wonderful comments. I really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who's been interested in my search since the beginning. I never really wanted to make my search public in the first place, but I did locally because I became so desperate to just know. I was so tired of searching and wondering and letting this consume my life. I just wanted it over. So I kind of took some steps way beyond my comfort zone to try to get to that point. And that is why I made the video for the most part so I could, show everyone who's been following my story, because they wanted to see things that happened during the reunion, and so that was my way of showing them. And for me, since I didn't vlog the trip, obviously I had so many emotions and things going on that it didn't even occur to me until after, and I was disappointed, so I kind of made it for that reason too. It got shared on a popular website, and then it just kind of exploded from there. And the bad thing about that is you get negative responses. Luckily, the majority were positive, so thank you everyone for that. As far as the negatives go, for every 100 comments, I'd say I'd get 1 or 2 negatives, and I let those get to me, and I shouldn't. Me searching has not changed anything in my life. It hasn't changed my day-to-day life. It hasn't changed who I interact with. It doesn't change who I talk to every day. It didn't change who I spend holidays with, who comes to my kids' birthday parties. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is me personally, and it's all positive. So I don't have any regrets whatsoever. So I don't know what to say. If somebody feels the need to be negative about my experience that's only been for me and my kids, that's their problem, because it's not something that I can change. It's their thoughts about it that is negative. It's not my situation. Something I've always wondered where I came from. So doing the search was completely necessary for me. I've always wondered, but I never really actively searched until I was 35, after the birth of my youngest son. And I really wanted to know where I came from, what nationalities I am, what everybody looks like, and health reasons as well. I have an autoimmune disease. I have rheumatoid arthritis. Luckily for me, it's not too bad, but I did want to know, does that run in the family? What else runs in the family? I mean, these are necessary things to know for me and for my children. It's insane to think that you should definitely never want to know and you should never search. For me, like I said, I waited until my mid-30s to actively search. And it became such a necessity for me. And now I know that that necessity was because I was ready as a person to grow personally and spiritually into a bigger, more mature, spiritual awakening type of thing. I know this because the same year I found them, things started happening in my life just naturally that was bringing in all of these things that was making me grow as a person. And I think maybe that was happening prior and I just couldn't focus on it because I was focused on trying to find my origins instead. And so that is what I believe has brought me to this point today, and I have no regrets at all. There's nothing wrong with wanting to know. I mean, Ancestry.com exists because people want to know further back, past their parents and grandparents, and know about their history. So why is it any surprise that I want to know my direct history? it's a natural thing. You want to know who you look like. I have always wondered if I had siblings. For some reason, I always kind of knew I had siblings out there. And I wanted to know, you know, if they're out there and if they want to be a part of my life, why shouldn't I be able to do that? So I wanted to search to find them. Who do I look like? I mean, that was just a basic question I had. Who do I look like? I've always wanted to just at least see pictures and see that familiar different features. I never even really wanted to meet anyone for the longest time. I did want to meet my siblings if I had them, but I mostly just wanted to see pictures. And once I found them, it was like, you know, I have to take the next step and at least see if there's a chance that I can meet. Just because it just felt like if I didn't take that step, I would feel unfinished. So now that brings me to what's going on now. Honestly, there's really not much going on. I mean, everybody is kind of, you know, everybody has their own families. They're kind of doing their own thing, kind of in their own life right now. So I don't really hear from anybody very much. I do hear a lot from my oldest sister, whom I actually haven't even met yet. She lives in Florida, and she couldn't make it when I went to Georgia. So still have to meet her. So maybe, just maybe someday you'll see an update video about that. Now, as for my birth mother, I can't remember the last time I heard from her. I believe I contacted her via text last. I don't think it's personal. I don't think it's anything meant to be hurtful. I mean, I'm sure I could pick up the phone and call her if I wanted to and see what's going on and see how she's doing. But I have a very deeply embedded fear of rejection. So a lot of that rejection can happen by communicating and getting a rejected communication back or a lack of communication back. So I kind of have a fear of that. So I try to avoid communicating in any way possible. I know with my first initial letter that could have been setting me up for the ultimate rejection, but it was a chance I was willing to take because I felt like it was necessary. But for now, like from this point on, I feel like I don't need to take those steps, so I don't. It's also kind of a running joke in that family that nobody likes to call anybody. So, I mean, it could be that. I don't really know. I mean, maybe if we lived closer, things would be different. I don't know. I mean, we're very far away. So that, you know, things may not have fizzled out kind of how they did, if that was the case. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't shut anyone out purposely, and I know other people don't tend to do things or not do things to hurt other people. They just kind of go on about their life as they would. They do what they do, and most of the time people aren't like, you know, I'm gonna not talk to this person, or I'm gonna do this or not do that, and it's gonna hurt them, and that's good. And that doesn't usually happen. So I try not to take anything personally. So it is what it is. The most important people in my life are and have always been for more than half my life, my kids and my husband. And everyone else in my life is bonus. And you know, if they come and go or they just go, it's fine. I accept it all. I try not to judge people's actions or inactions or what I think they should be doing or shouldn't be doing. I mean, just people do what they do. We're humans. We do things and they don't always make sense, even to ourselves. So I'm just gonna let things run its course, see what happens, and that's it. But that brings me to what I'm going to be doing on this channel. I'm hoping to do more videos on helping people maybe getting through certain situations in their life. I feel like I've come so far as a person in so many ways, so I kind of want to share some of that with everyone. And I still do want to do some fun things with my husband and some fun vlogs because we have some cool trips coming up, and we also have a vow renewal coming up, something I've wanted to do for a long time now, just kind of been putting it off for one reason or another. So I'm gonna do a video on that. So if you want to see these videos, definitely give me a subscribe. I will definitely be putting out a lot more videos this year, and if I have any other updates about my reunion or my, you know, anything related to that, I will definitely put up a video for that as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.